Hello, guys. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering,
are you free for coffee?
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, guys. So it is my favorite, leading into my favorite season. Today is the first day of fall.
Yes.
And in Texas, it's 90-something degrees.
Yeah, but not bad.
Hot. But yesterday...
On the cool end.
It is 90. On the cool end, yeah. Yesterday, we were speaking on the phone. So we live in two different cities. You live in more of a city than I do. I live kind of in the country, really. But it was like this nice, brisk air, and I was sipping my coffee. And for 20 whole minutes, I wasn't in Texas. But then it was 97 degrees.
It's not bad, though. I told y'all we have just two seasons, hot and hot.
We do. So. That's why they make iced pumpkin spice latte. That's why they do it.
Listen, guys, do you have a bucket list? Is there something that you have in your mind, in your heart, that once before I die, I want to do this? Yeah.
And do you share it? Like, because you said in your mind, I think a lot of people, they do. It's like kind of written on their heart what they want to do, but they don't share.
Oh, I share mine.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, we share something yesterday.
Guess there's some things that you probably don't share, but I mean, like the prominent one.
Yeah,
I think
you do. Yeah. Okay. I definitely have a bucket list. I do. But it's evolving. I feel like I got to do, a lot of it was like travel related. So I've had the opportunity to do a lot of it. And so now it's kind of growing and morphing into something different. I have a new one though, because, I went on the trip and it was not camping outdoors, which is my jam. So I didn't think I would like it, but we loved our hotel. So we stayed at the Virgin Hotel in Las Vegas. And so my recent one was, I want to go to all the Virgin hotels.
Oh, that'd be fun.
They all have things that are alike and things that are different. So we're planning soon to go to the one in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
And just kind of do like a staycation. It's maybe 40 minutes from our house. So it'd be a nice staycation. Oh,
that'd be fun.
So that's like a mini bucket list. Do you have anything on yours that...
well, my main one is I want to spend like a summer. I'll say the whole summer. A month would be okay, but the summer would be perfect in the English countryside.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
I would love to do that. I would love to have a shipping container that I could fill
and bring back stuff,
so I could antique and look at all the gorgeous fabric and just. There's several places in the English countryside that I would love to see, where Beatrice Potter lived. And,
okay. You would need at least 6 weeks.
District. Yeah. And there's a few different ones, but I would love to do that.
No, that would be beautiful.
Go to the Chelsea Garden Show.
See,
there's a few things. So I need like time.
Lisa's dreaming big. Like, don't follow me. Follow Lisa because and but like I said, they evolve. Some of them.
That's my only one. The other things I don't really consider those bucket lists. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, if I could, maybe I'll get a chance, but nothing like this is a longing,
right?
You know what I mean? Like you just
and
really...
that would take some planning, and you'd be gone. You would be gone from your kids who don't need you as much. But that wouldn't be. But your grand littles would love you. Yeah. They'd be so sad.
Oh gosh, they'll do without me for a month or 3. A month or 3,
not 3. See, you see how that escalated.
Now my second son, Connor, who finds all the cool stuff, he would go with me. He would, of course, he would go. But he's been. I mean, but they didn't stay that long because they kind of did everything Paris and whatever. But he would like to go. I would take him with me. He'd be a good companion.
It sounds so fun.
But everybody can't do it. And we have a mutual friend, I think. Well, we wanted to go to Paris together because she went and the people that she was with didn't like the same things that she liked. But we like the same things.
So y'all want to go together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because she wanted to spend like all week at Versailles.
Yes.
And they were like looking at their watches after a couple hours, like they're ready to go. Mm-hmm. So, and I get it because everybody doesn't like the same things.
Yeah. And that's why we talked about this different, like the Courtney, I just forgot.
Yes, the different friends.
Yes, because that matters.
You have to have friends that like the same things or at least are patient while you pursue something.
Yes.
Because there's some, I have some friends that have husbands that are very patient. Like they might not be into that, like whether it's shopping or antiquing or something, they might not be into it, but they are very patient while they do it and not put pressure on them. Like, oh, I have to hurry because he's getting antsy.
Right.
They just know,
they let them enjoy it.
Yeah. They know to find a place and listen to an iPod, podcast or
do whatever you
something,
want to do.
And they're okay with it. So if you have somebody like that, that's okay.
And sometimes that's the best place to be. I'm the camping, outdoor hiking. We should be sweaty for this to be fun. And that's not necessarily Cedric. Like, he enjoyed it, but he didn't think he would, but he was patient enough to be like, we're going to do this. Yeah. And then hotels, that's him.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
Him.
That's camping
nice
out
hotels,
is a Holiday Inn.
No, you sound like Cedric used to.
That's not like the real. That's as low as I go.
Cedric used to tell me. I would say, "Let's go camping." He's like, "You mean Holiday Inn?" I'm like, "No, like in the woods." But he's won. I've won him over, but he's won me over.
Yeah,
because girl, I've been dreaming of that bed. Which, by the way, we'll put a link. You can purchase the whole bed. It's a special bed, so you can't just get the mattress. It's the entire thing. You can purchase the ones that they have.
Are always so good at
They're
hotels.
Fabulous. And this one comes with a set of sheets.
So
good. The Virgin Hotel, I can't wait to lay in that bed
and
again.
The pillows. Ooh, good pillows.
Those pillows are amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, they are good. Maybe we'll go close to Halloween if the rooms aren't crazy because of Halloween.
Speaking of which, how much do y'all love Halloween?
I mean, is there an infinite amount of love? Because I feel like I love Halloween unconditionally.
But some people, like Halloween, I think has surpassed Christmas.
It should.
Or it's really close.
I think it's surpassed.
And it didn't used to be. Like when I was a kid.
No, I guess you're right.
It's gotten bigger. It's gotten much bigger. Now, okay, Halloween is the day before my birthday.
Yes.
So when I was a kid, like that was my jam, of course, because it's like I have 2 days of fun.
Oh, that is true. Okay.
So I went to a Catholic school, and we used to put on they used to do a Halloween costume thing and a Halloween party. And when you were in the upper grades, you did like a haunted house, because there was like a little, well, it was bigger than a shed. I guess like a little outbuilding, that was on the property that we just did all kind of stuff. And the little kids came through.
Yes.
And we could scare them. And, we did all kinds of things, like cold spaghetti and tell them it's,
grapes, those nasty grapes,
and just all the stuff, all the things. So that was a lot of fun. And, you won prizes for the best
There's so
costume.
much creativity with Halloween. Yeah. And that's
my grandmother made me a nun costume, y'all.
No way.
She used to sew that. This was like her big. She would start planning our costumes because she would sew them.
Yeah.
Like, so what do you want to be? Like one year I was a Dutch girl. I was
this is so cool.
I was, and I mean, she would just go all out with it. So that was a lot of fun. But it's kind of lost its sparkle for me.
Really?
As you get older, because I really don't enjoy dressing up anymore.
Okay, I can see that.
And it's just kind of like, and depending on the neighborhood you live in, like where I live, certain pockets have lots of trick-or-treaters. My actual street, we don't. And I think there's just not a lot of kids here.
Yeah.
A few streets over or whatever, it's like they're swarming with kids.
Yeah.
But we don't. And then in our previous home, when my kids were younger, they were big acre and bigger lots. So nobody goes trick-or-treating. Because it's so far to walk. Oh my gosh, it's so far to walk.
I didn't even think about this.
It just wasn't really a thing. I had a couple of parties, for my kids.
Yeah.
And then they would do, sometimes, people would pull them in a trailer with hay and stuff like that.
Hay rides and stuff.
So it just kind of has lost its sparkle.
Living in the country, for me, has definitely done that. I'm, from Dallas, like heart of Dallas. We were like, oh, are you from Dallas or around Dallas? So I'm from Dallas, 75217. So there's kids everywhere. Like your doorbell rings until midnight. Yeah. And that's not uncommon. As a matter of fact, you can get annoyed. Like by 10:30, you're like, I'm done.
And my candy's done.
And so we moved to our home the 14th of October. So I was 6 months pregnant. My husband's like, let's just, unpack. And I'm like, let's put out Halloween. I'm like, oh my gosh. And we moved, this is our first house. So I wanted to do it. We had 3 people come to our door. That was it.
And you never know.
You never know.
Because you can be super busy one year and the next year, like nobody.
Yeah, we had 3.
It's kind of I do love to decorate my porch.
Yes, yeah.
I do a good job decorating my porch.
So I love fall decor, but I'm with you. Right now I'm focused on my littles' costumes. But I don't enjoy dressing up. And my husband's mom, she was like, oh, there's no trick or treat. So I could see where the spark goes away.
Kind of, I don't know. It's kind of, if I was into it, I don't know what I would do with it.
Yeah.
Like what do you do with those feelings if you're into it and you're a grown up? I don't know. I guess you throw yourself a party.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, you can't go trick or treating.
You have a monster mash and make like fun drinks but then that's work too. Parties are work.
Yeah, I like giving parties though. That's my jam.
That is your jam.
But Halloween.
Do you like Halloween movies?
No, I don't like scary movies at all.
No, not even a little bit.
No.
Are you serious?
Because being afraid is not fun.
Yes, it is.
It's not entertaining. Now, when I was younger,
you kind of dealt with it a little more, maybe.
I mean, we did it.
My husband is not about it.
Okay, y'all. Now, I don't mind like monster movies where it's fake and you can kind of
disassociate from it.
Now or in recent years,
so you don't like the 20 gore,
years,
like
there's lots of more. What would you call them? Like spiritual,
like the Conjuring type of stuff.
Yeah, and those like scare the bejeebies out of me. Yeah, I do not.
It's not as easy to disassociate.
Yeah, and it's like I don't really like any of them.
Yeah,
but for sure those. Now I understand them more.
Right.
Like in my younger, I was like, oh my gosh,
right?
What is this? What does this mean? But yeah, I don't. So I don't know what to do with my Halloween.
So I watch
feelings. I guess
I watch Hocus Pocus, which is not scary. It's sweet.
Cute. Yeah,
the Sanderson sisters. I make myself a special drink. Like this is what I do. Like I look up a drink, something I haven't done.
Ritual.
Yeah, but the only difference is it's a drink I've never done before. So one year I was pregnant, I did like hot cocoa with like purple marshmallow. I just make myself something fun. And that's what I watch. But I turn the AC down to 62 because I want it cold. I want a warm blanket. Yeah, we live in Texas, so it could be 80 degrees
or more.
And so that's what I do. But now it's really fun
because a good idea.
Yeah, our daughter's birthday is in October, and she loves all things pumpkin. We pull up to Starbucks and she goes, I'll take a macchiato with pumpkin. I'm like, you're 3. You're 3. You have no money. How do you know this? And so they kind of smile at her and she goes, I like your hair. That she tells every single person, I like your hair. And when they say thank you, she goes, God bless you. I mean, it's hilarious, but we're just like, okay, we know, you like their hair. So she's very into pumpkins, pumpkin patches. She does not do scary.
Oh, no. Yeah. No,
I did.
You like being scared as a kid?
Oh, my gosh. I loved it.
Well, I guess you do.
I wanted to not sleep for days.
You can equate that with fun.
Yes. But my husband, that's not his jam.
That's not my jam.
He's never fooled with it. He doesn't want that.
I had the sense enough to know.
You're right.
It wasn't
right.
my jam.
I'm not fooling with this.
This is not fun.
I'm not into it anymore. I just, life is hard enough, right? So I want to relax. And for me, that is Hocus Pocus. Yes. That's what I do.
I want complete fantasy. I like to escape into a nice place. Yeah. Not a scary place.
not the Conjuring.
Just escape and just have fun for a couple hours. Oh my gosh. That's my jam.
No, that makes sense.
Y'all let us know. Email us.
I do want to know
if what you feel about Halloween.
Yes. And our email, if we haven't said it before, or maybe if you're new, we hope you're enjoying your time with us and sipping on something amazing. It is areyoufreeforcoffee@gmail.com. And we do actually check our email.
Hit us up.
Yeah, so you can tell us.
Yeah.
Now, this is one too, people. If you don't want to share it on our Instagram, you can tell us in private. If you were to gain an inheritance or perhaps win the lottery, what is one thing that you would buy? Now, Lisa, you're the gift.
It could be a thing or a service.
A service. So you're the gift girl.
I am the gift girl.
What's your thing?
I would buy a service, y'all. I would have a driver. I would have a driver. Okay. Now, you guys. Okay, I
used to say this.
This is a joke. In my family, all my kids will tell you when they were young, you know how kids will say shotgun. I call shotgun, but it was to ride in the back when it was with me. I am the worst driver, y'all. I have always been the worst driver.
Really?
Always been. It's so. I remember a boyfriend telling me, Lisa's the only person I know when she gets on the freeway, we all look. Like, and how you kind of glance over your shoulder and look at your blind spot. Like, everybody in the car turns around to make sure, like, Lisa, you've got it. I am the worst driver. And still,
at least you own it. I appreciate
it is what it is. I'm not the best driver. But, yes, I would have a driver. I would have a driver. Just, bless his heart. I guess I would invite him in for coffee every day because I don't go anywhere every day. So he'd be bored.
Right.
But, just to take me around.
So it's so funny that that's what you mentioned. I used to say this all the time. I started driving very young. So I could drive and would drive to the store by the time I was 12. Even though I did not live in the country then. Like, I had no business driving at this age, right? Little Nissan Altima. It was a champagne color. And my mom hates driving. So she'd be like, Tasha, could you run to the store, get this, 2 bell peppers, make sure they look good. And so I felt so cool. And back then you could buy cigarettes for people. So my neighbor, Tasha, go ahead and give me, now listen, make sure it's this kind. So I had my little list. I had my little money. This was back when $20 did something. So the neighbors would all give me money and I would, this is to show you how young I was. I would put them in little socks. And I would, like my little church money, I'd go grocery. I mean, I was like Instacart before Instacart. And so by the time I got to high school and I had a license and I was old enough.
You were legal.
And I was legally doing this. People were like, oh, you want to do? I don't want to joyride, baby. I don't want to drive you nowhere. Because I told them I started too early. I wore it out. So I used to say that I would get a driver. It was like, I used to say, if I could do anything, Lord, I would just sit in the back seat and I would get a driver. But I have changed my vote. This is almost like Sexiest Man Alive, though. Because, it's going to change every few months what I'm going to want.
Mine won't change.
Yours won't. I think I would buy our dream home.
That's a good one.
My husband,
that is a good one.
We're social, but homebodies.
But my thing is with houses, I could move every year. Like, I get bored with houses.
I need y'all to know that my jaw just hit the ground.
I could move every year. Like, we buy a house, I decorate it, and I'm ready to move on. That's kind of my thing. Yeah.
Now,
so see that.
No.
So that's not really. I guess I don't have my dream house is what I'm in, but it changes.
Yes, that makes sense. No.
So you just kind of like, and then I want another project. It's a project to me. And then
that is you. And you're very good at that. You take stuff, you turn it into something beautiful, but then I guess then you're done.
Yeah. Then you want you want something else. So the driver would be, that's like from now on.
That's functional. That makes sense.
That's job security for him.
So I want to give a shout out though, because what I really almost said, except the good news is you don't need the lottery or inheritance, is there's a family. They're new to the area where we live, and they own Salt and Light laundry services. So they have a really cool kind of story. I'm not going to tell it because I'd rather you get their page going. And so follow them on Facebook if you can. But they do wash, dry, fold, whole 9 yards.
Wow. Girl. That's a lost service. It used to be more people did that.
Yes.
Because when I was young, my mom had somebody do that, but I don't.
You never see it anymore.
Never see it.
They do an amazing job.
Wow.
And so
that would be a good
girl. That is my anniversary gift. In case my husband is listening, we have an anniversary coming up about a month from today. But he already knows.
When you have littles, you never run out of laundry.
You're drowning in it.
Dry up. Like, where is the end?
Guys, last night I poured up. So Lisa got me on at-home iced coffee. Last time I was here, we recorded her pad because it's gorgeous and big and we love it. So Plus, your favorite clock is here. So if we record anywhere else, then
Speaking of which, it didn't come on.
It did not come on. I think it's actually dead. Yeah, okay. I'm concerned for it. But we're looking
we said
at
it's raggedy. We told y'all it's raggedy.
We did. We told you that at the beginning. But so I did some shopping, and there was the only thing left. I couldn't find the one that you like. Stoke, I think, is the name of yours. I couldn't find that one. They had Dunkin' Donuts one, and I said, I can finagle it. So last night at 11 o'clock at night, I poured up some iced coffee, and we folded a king-size bed full of clothes. And I want you to know, with 2 young kids, we have a 3 and a 1, we still have 2+ baskets to fold. Kids just go through stuff.
Oh,
it's just,
I remember those days.
And their services.
It's all the kids, because when they're gone, like I have no laundry. I do like a little load, and it's like it's nothing.
No, kids just do weird and nasty stuff, and if they don't, then you should be worried about them. That's what they do.
They're dirty.
They're very,
they go through a lot of clothes.
They're just,
accidents happen, and
our son is teething, like molars teething, and so of course, like that brings, if you have, just look up what happens when you're teething, the drooling, diarrhea. So we're just laundry. And so when I saw this service, I was like,
wow,
what?
That's so cool.
So that's
that
would be my
second. Thing. But although for me,
is that but when you had littles, you can't tell me that wouldn't have been at the top.
That would have been at the top.
Because see, when you have littles, you don't want to move all the time.
That would even be cool now. Yeah.
Yes. So
even on how much.
So shout out. I don't know them personally. I just know I've had a good experience with them. So definitely shout out to Salt and Light Laundry Services.
Yay!
You all will be getting my batches soon. But yeah, that's not an inheritance one. But girl, it was so close to buying that house.
Yeah.
So this week, I am prepared. Guys, Lisa is always prepared with her Sexiest Man Alive this week. I'm usually not prepared. I'm usually like, but I know who mine is. So I will actually, Donald Glover, baby. I love him. I don't know if you've ever seen this on Amazon Prime. Have you seen Guava Island with him?
No.
It has him and Rihanna. I don't care what he's in. It's funny.
A movie?
It's a movie, yeah.
Oh, really?
He's funny.
I didn't know
handsome.
That. Is it, what kind of movie? Is it a rom-com? Are they?
Yeah, it's not really.
Or just a romantic.
It's romantic, yeah. It's not really not a comedy, but
drama.
But yeah. So that's what it is.
I did not know that. I did not know.
And he played it was the Han Solo remake, like, that Star Wars kind of works backwards. And so one of the newer ones, and it's on Netflix. It's the Han Solo movie. Well, he plays young Lando. And, Lando was like the charming. Oh my gosh, girl.
Is it on Netflix? Or
I believe it's on
Disney.
When we watched it, it was on Netflix, but that's been years ago.
Okay, so it might be on. I think Disney has all the Star Wars now.
It would definitely be on there. I think so too. But I was so proud. I was ready. Donald Glover, if you are out there, I love you specifically, and no shame. My husband is laughing. He already knows. Now we do have a bucket list of people. Like my husband's person is Meryl Streep. He can run off and marry Meryl Streep. They can start a family.
She's so beautiful.
That's
talented.
That's his girl. And so if he leaves me for Meryl Streep, I'm gonna choose. Okay. I'll be at their wedding. I will do the cake for their wedding. So Donald Glover is one of mine. And I forgot. I was like, oh, I know who. So that's mine. So who is your Sexiest Man Alive this week?
I'm going to pick Rob Lowe.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of a flash from the past in a way. I remember him in his much younger days, but he's aged really well. He still is in tons of things.
Very talented.
The West Wing was a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's been years ago. But lately is it 911, Lone Star or something? It's a 911.
Oh, is that the one with Angela Bassett?
But she's in 911 and he's in the one that's in Texas.
Okay.
They're kind of, it's the same franchise, they're but like two different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And he looks great. He's always looked great, but he's aging really well. And
yeah, he did.
Cute.
He has aged
he's cute.
Very well.
And he has a podcast.
Oh,
yeah, a really fun podcast.
We'll have to tag this. I did not know that.
Yeah. That I've listened to, and just right now I forgot the name. Something like Sincerely. Wait a minute, let me look it up. But he's so charming, very engaging. He has fun people on, which of course he would. He knows all the cool people.
Of course. And I mean, he's been in the industry for a very long time. So I'm certain that it's, at the very least, it's entertaining. Yeah, we'll have to tag that. I did not know that. So we will definitely, I'll make a note.
Oh, literally.
Oh, that's the name of it?
Yeah. Because I think his character in Parks and Rec used to say literally.
Okay, now this makes sense.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
Okay, that you can tell that was not my show. I don't know that I've ever seen that.
Wait, really? What?
Yeah. But or if I have, it was not memorable because I don't remember seeing it.
All right, guys. You know, we already we have to find, and I am working to find an anime for anyone who is waiting on us, because I did have someone message me and ask, did you pick an anime for her yet? Oh, yes.
Tawana said that she watches anime. Hi, Tawana.
Hey, my anime sister. Yes, so, we're gonna pick one. I may actually message her to see what she goes for. Yes, yeah. We're gonna do it, because if you haven't watched Parks and Rec, did you watch The Office?
No.
Okay.
I think I saw a episode. Just I don't know why.
And you still haven't watched Schitt's Creek, have you?
No, that's one. That's on my list. My heart. In fact, I might start that tonight.
You have. Hello.
I'm going to start that. I am going to start that.
Dan Levy.
Yeah, it's a slow burn because I started it, but then I just like something.
How many?
I don't know.
Get to episode 3.
Have to. Yeah,
I'm going to. It's good. I'm telling you. Okay. Well, guys, it was great to sit down, pull up a chair, and have coffee with you this week. Please feel free to reach out to us. Like, we love hearing from you guys on our Instagram, via email, however you choose. And whatever you do this week, have fun, enjoy your first day of fall, and be safe. Bye.
Thanks, guys.